Now the curve is flattening. Some good news at last from Italy, as the country recorded the highest number so far of people considered recovered in one day. The number of new infections also diminishing slowly. Despite that, though, with the country extending its crippling lockdown until at least mid-April to try to stem coronavirus infections that have claimed a world-leading more than 11,500 lives. Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte saying any easing of containment measures would be done incrementally to ensure that Italy does not give up gains it's made against this extraordinary disease. Well, earlier I spoke to our correspondent Seema Gupta, and I'd put it to her that there is some optimism.
If you look at the number of people who died in 24 hours, it's still 812, bringing a total to more than 11,500 people who have died since the start of this emergency. And that includes 61 doctors, really healthcare official workers in the front line of this battling this disease. But the number of positives as well, you're talking about more than 100,000 people that have tested positive. But you're right, the authorities keen to stress on some of the positives. They've never seen so many people recover in the space of 24 hours. So the total number of people who've recovered from COVID-19 is more than 14,000. On top of that, the new infections, if you just look at the figure, it's half that of Sunday, and particularly in the hardest hit region of Lombardy, they're seeing a drop in the number of people who require emergency room treatment. So the feeling is that perhaps the peak could be in a week or a little bit more than a week, and that it does appear to be stabilizing in terms of the number of new infections. That said, though, are they really testing enough? Are we getting the exact figure of the number of people that are infected? Part of the reason why there are not enough tests is because there are not enough labs in order to carry it out, not enough experts to do the testing, and not enough protective gear to protect the people as they do the tests to make sure that they themselves don't get infected. So really a question about the figures, but for the moment, in terms of everyday life for Italians, the lockdown expected to continue till Easter. Now that's April 12th, although you had the governor of the Puglia region saying he expects it to extend all the way till May.
Seema Gupta in Rome talking to me earlier on.